Welcome to Gear Talk. Today we're sitting here in our studio with Shawna Caspi, originally from the Ottawa area, now living in Toronto. And she has brought her guitar with her today, and we're going to talk just a little bit about her style of playing that you're going to hear, of course, on our wonderful show. But the guitar is what we want to talk about first. She has a wonderful guitar with a fleur-de-lis on the headstock.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually a fleur-de-lis.
Almost. I think it's close enough.
Looks close to
We're
it.
going to call it a fleur-de-lis. It's close. It's close. And this is a Cort guitar. How did you acquire this guitar?
This is my very first acoustic guitar that plugs in. Actually, it's my very first acoustic guitar. The guitar I had before this was a classical guitar when I was in high school. And I started playing songs and wanted something that plugged in so that I could play it live. And so I went down to the Ottawa Folklore Centre, which was there at the time, and just looked at acoustic guitars and tried a whole bunch of them out. And this one sounded the nicest to me. And it also fit me nicely because it's a little bit smaller than a regular size guitar. And I like that it has a cutaway.
Yep.
Because I tend to go pretty far up the neck sometimes.
And how about the transition from the nylon string, which is usually about a 2-inch neck, down to this 1 11/16? How did that feel to you? That would be tiny in comparison to your classical.
Yeah, the neck was much easier to play. And the strings, of course, were harder to play because the nylon strings are a lot easier on your fingers. But now that I've been playing for so long, I have some pretty intense calluses on those fingers.
That's good. Now, I notice also in the way that you hold your guitar when you play, you're in somewhat of a classical position. And it looks really cool. I like watching you play because it's different. You play... How do you feel about your style? Is that something you picked up with the classic?
Yeah.
And you just stuck with it?
And when I was a classical guitar player, I would play sitting down with one knee up, and the guitar neck is angled a little bit. And so when I started playing live as a songwriter, I was standing up because that's better for singing. And I just kept that angle because I felt like it gave me more dexterity in my left hand to move up and down.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you for coming to Kingsville and sharing your music with us, and for sharing your guitar story also.
My pleasure.
Okay, great.